Okay. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we discussed about the content right yesterday. So next let's go with that introduction part. How it will be like that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what do you mean by SAP? What is the abbreviation of SAP? SAP stands for Systems Applications Production Data Processing. Okay. So this was the started in 1972. So there is a three IBM employees. They are started uh, software developing, and they started the new software which is like SAP. Okay, so that is 1972 from IBM people. These are the IBM employees. They have started this one. Okay, so so what are the names? You can see that there is the names which is there. Okay, so the software, it is the SAP software is the ERP package, ERP software. So as we discussed already, this is the ERP software. Okay, so ERP means you already discussed, right? What is the ERP and okay. So what do you mean by ERP? ERP is enterprise
Enterprise
resource planning. Okay, so it is for the business purpose we are using. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So so this is the abbreviation of the SAP. So the current version which is like we have is if it is ECC, then it will be like EHP ECC 6.0 version, and if it is S4 HANA, it's a HANA version which is going on. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay, clear. So if I go to next one, okay, so try to understand that the journey of the SAP. So it started with 1972, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so 1972 we started with one tier architecture. Okay, then we started slowly to improving that R2, then R3. So what is the difference between R1, R2, R3? Is like we generally calling like a one tier architecture, two tier architecture, three tier architecture. Okay,
Okay.
one tier real time architecture. Okay, okay. So in one time. Okay, one tier architecture is nothing but like it. So before going to this one, you need to be understand that generally what are the what are the uh, server like how the SAP server will work. So there will be three servers will be there in the software. One is the presentation server, that means presentation layer, application layer, and okay
Data.
database layer. Okay. Okay, so presentation layer and database layer and application layer, what is the difference? So do you know that? What is the difference between the presentation layer and application layer and database layer?
Presentation layer, like what are the sections like design?
Sorry? Sorry, sir.
Um, for preparation of any document like software.
Uh-huh. Okay. So presentation layer, application layer, and database layer is nothing but like a presentation layer is that what we can see. Okay, the presenting, what the data which is presenting to that. If I have the laptop, I can see that data. I have
Okay.
mobile, I can see the data in the mobile. Okay, if I have the television, I can see in the television. So this is a presentation layer. They are presenting in the this form, right? Okay,
Okay.
the layer which is like presenting. Okay, so if you're getting the report output, so that output we are getting into the presentation layer. Hana?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
then application layer, what is application layer? It is like the application inside the application. Okay, there will be like programs and there will be data structures, data tables, all these things will be there. Huh? So
Okay.
how the system knows that what we need to be present, because in the application layer we are designing that. Okay, you just present a PO, you just present here, you just present the report. So like it is application layer, we are just designing like that. No? So then only it is presenting into the present layer. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, so then database layer. Okay, so database layer is nothing but like a, obviously you know, right? Database DBMS. What is the purpose of DBMS? Database
Yes.
storing purpose, no? So we have memory cards 128 GB, 256 GB, 3 okay 512 GB, like that. We have the different
Okay.
right? So the database is nothing but like a storing purpose. Whatever we created from the application layer, okay, that will be stored in the database layer.
Okay.
Right. So how if you simply need to be understand, okay, I have mobile, so I'm just typing that. Okay, some chart I'm typing in the WhatsApp, so I can see that WhatsApp either that the presentation layer I can see that. Okay, just click on the WhatsApp, it is open the application, and I can just type in that. Okay, then inside that, when once you enter that, okay, if you are entering the special characteristics and if you are entering some special uh, letters and all, if it is not accepting, then system is validating that okay, this character will not accept, this
Okay.
throwing that error that okay, this special character which is not designed, right? So like, so what is the input? If you see that date of birth is there, you are entering that date of birth like in the numeric. If you want to be entered in the alphabetic, then system will not be accepted because it is we design like in the application layer, the design like this is the like only numeric, or this is like alphabetic, or it is like alphanumeric, or any characters like that. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Clear.
Oh, so that is the like application will be processing side, it is like application, then database side. Okay, so today I have created 100 POs. Okay, if it is not stored in my database, there is no use. Okay, because I need tomorrow this data to analyze, or I need this tomorrow this data for the furtherly to do. So let's say I have the bank account. Okay, so in bank account I am depositing the amount. So that depositing amount it is storing in the database. If it is not storing, then tomorrow if the customer is asking that, give me that my bank statement for 1 year or 1 month or 2 months. So if I don't have the data in the database, then I cannot do. Right? It's
Yes.
not possible, right? So it is storing like that. Okay. So that is like we generally have the presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Okay, these are the three layers will be into the in the software. Okay, so now so if you know that if you are normally monitor, okay, just like monitor it is a presentation. Okay, CPU it is a processing. Okay, right, database if you are using some chips or it maybe you are using pen drives or database 1 TB database like you are using that, so that will be the database storing purpose. Inbuilt is there, or and outside memory also it is there. Like we can use external memory also in internal memory also, right? How we are using for mobile. Internally, if it is 256 GB, and I just want to add my pen drive to use external memory, or a way I can use external memory code to insert that, just supporting to the mobiles, right? So the memory, which is like memory cards, like a databases, we are all storing that. Okay. So
Okay.
again in the database, again a cloud database will be there and an internal database will be there. What is the different cloud and internal? Again, so you know, right? Google Photos. If you Google Photos, you are storing in the your mobile. Okay, it is internal memory. You are utilizing that internal memory to store your photos. Then if
Okay.
you are putting into the Google Photos, or if you are using some cloud, okay, so again, that will be stored in the cloud level. So you are paying some amount to them for cloud. Okay, that data is storing in the cloud level.
Okay.
Okay, so in that case, we don't need to be bothered about that or how much memory we are using because we are already purchased that some 150 GB or 120 GB or 10 GB, 20 GB. So that 20 GB of the cloud memory we are utilizing that. Okay, clear? Yes, yes or no?
Okay.
Yes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now the database layer presentation application layer, which is like in the SAP software. Now coming to the 1972 or okay, one tier real time, one tier architecture. Okay, one tier real time architecture. What is that? Okay, so it is the single system. It is a single server having that all together. That means the application, presentation, and database. All these layers will be in the single server. Okay, in a single system.
Okay.
So what will happen? Okay, what will happen if you have the memory like 1 GB or 2 GB? Okay, that 1 GB, 2 GB which is occupying for the like presentation and application and database. So all together it is taking that much time. So if it is single system, what will happen? Okay, if I just created a purchase order, then it is taking long time to process, and it is almost 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It will be, because that time we don't have like 1 TB, 2 TB, and 100 TB memories, right? Like we have all it is a MB only, right? Majorly it will be MB only, right? Even GB also we don't have. 1972, right? All it will be like MB or even less than that we have, right?
Yes.
Okay, because if you remember that 10 years back, if you planning to buy the product, by the mobile, okay, which we have like 100 MB, 200 MB, 300 MB, or 500 MB, or 1 GB, right? The maximum all keypads mobile we are getting with like 100 MB, 200 MB, right? That's just processing process. Okay, so
Yes.
so what will be happen later in the 1972? They understood that okay, it is taking long time. The customers are liking the product. They want to be use this product, but it is taking long time. So they are what they are trying to do. So they just want to be improve the performance. They started like okay, two-tier architecture. Two-tier architecture, like they are dividing that. Okay, presentation and the application which is in the one single box, and the database is like a separate box. Okay, it's
Okay.
connected from that. Okay, so in the database, maybe you can use third-party database or maybe SAP database. That is also possible because if I'm using the Samsung mobile, okay, if it's not required to use my memory card, database only. I can use some external database also, right? Some external memory cards also, like SanDisk and all we can use. Huh? So, like in the we have the separate box for the database, and we can have the presentation application layer in the single box. Okay, so these are all just information purpose. There is no need to be worry about this one, just for introduction purpose. Okay, you're not doing a technical level for this,
Okay.
just understand purpose. Then again after 90, it's almost 11 years it's serving. Then after that again, the customers are increasing and they are using, and their business is also increasing, and they are doing keep on more purchase orders, more sales orders. The data is increasing. Okay, then they are understand that okay, again application layer and the presentation the single one which is impacting. So then they started like okay, application layer is different, presentation layer is different, and the database layer is
Database.
so like
Different.
art treated architecture it is like okay, it's just like started. Okay, so then okay, then 2024. So okay, so when there is a web links connected, like if I see that earlier, okay, we don't have that much of the Google connectivity and that much of Yahoo connectivity and all, right? So
Yes.
at 2000 to 2004, we got like a web-based connectivity. Web-based connectivity means so if you want to be connected Gmails, you are connecting Gmail, okay, and from the website, and you are connecting that, right? So it is like a web design, okay, web connectivity. Okay, so they started slowly that okay, web connectivity to the SAP. That means you, before that SAP login pad, you are using that internal software. Internal software means internal app to connect that, and you are utilizing that. But later that, if I have the link, Gmail link, or I have the like SAP link, okay, web link, then if I just click on that link, it will be directly open in the cloud level also. It is
Okay.
not needed that I should be have the app, I should be have the login pad in my
Okay.
system. It means it's not needed to software installation in the my laptop, okay, or my mobile, or maybe anything. Okay, I can use the link and I can connect that to the SAP login pad in the cloud level. है ना? So it's slowly every time they are improving because people they are using laptops. Okay, it might be they don't have the login pads, so they can connect to Citrix, and they can connect to the remote network, and they can also connect into the web links and all, right?
Yes.
Right? So it is not necessary. Every laptop. it's not necessary to, you must be have the login pad. If you have the remote connection, you can connect with the remote connection and you can log in also, right? So do you know that remote connection? What is the meaning of remote connection?
Accessing from there.
You are connecting to the other system. Remote connecting is good like you have the administrative connectivity, the system, you're connecting to their network.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever you are doing, all the data, all the processing, everything that will be stored in the, that will be there in the their remote network. So it won't be stored in the your PC. It will be stored in the remotely, the connectivity. Okay, so then all these things is going on. Then then going forward, what will happen? The customer is using the product very okay. Few few members are using this SAP software and customers are increasing and they are asking that what next, like it's like the technology was changed, you have got mobile, you got the mobile apps and you got okay web connectivities and Wi-Fi connectivities, all these things you got, right? RF scanners and printers like that, everything we got, right? So many things. Then they every time they have to be improved, right? So then they started to improve that HANA database. So HANA database is nothing but like what is the difference between the HANA database and what is the uh, difference between the this ECC database? Okay, so ECC is nothing but like I said, na? We don't need our own database. In the ECC level, we don't need our own database. If you have the some third-party database like Oracle database or Microsoft database or any other third-party database, if you have, that is sufficient. You can connect that to SAP and you can utilize that. Okay,
Yes.
but HANA database is that inbuilt memory database. Okay,
Okay.
inbuilt memory database is nothing but like so the database what you connected for this system, it's completely only SAP HANA database.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're connected, if you're using the S4 HANA system, if you're using the S4 HANA system, okay, that S4 HANA system is connected. S4 HANA system is connected to database that is a inbuilt memory database only. That means HANA database. HANA is different, S4 HANA is different.
It
Okay.
is only manufactured by the SAP.
Manufacturing means it is a inbuilt store. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a inbuilt store. Okay,
Okay.
can what to understanding purpose you can say like that. Okay, so inbuilt memory is nothing but like okay, the the SAP the application everything which is connected to that internal database memory.
Yes.
That is HANA. That is called HANA database. Okay,
Okay.
HANA is different. As for HANA is different. Okay,
Okay.
okay. As for HANA is different. HANA is different. So HANA is the database which is like inbuilt memory by SAP. Okay, why inbuilt memory? Again, my question: why it is inbuilt memory which is required? See, if I have the mobile, okay, so if you are taken 256 GB of the mobile, okay, and if you are
Okay.
taken normal mobile which is like 64 GB mobile, okay, and you are planning to extend that 64 GB and you are using external memory which is like 256 GB or maybe 128 GB, okay, and you have an inbuilt of 256 GB. So inbuilt of 256 GB and whatever the other mobile which is connected to external memory which is 256 GB. So which one is faster?
The inbuilt version.
Which one? Sorry,
Inbuilt memory is the first.
inbuilt faster, right? Because it is internally
Yes.
already all connectivity which is there, all the applications which is already connected to memory. So immediately it will go to that. Okay, you can store whatever you want to do. You can do it in built memory, right? But if
Yes.
you go to external memory, then you have to be choose that, and again the memory which is properly connected or not connected, and sometimes refused. So there are so many cases are there, right?
Yes.
So obviously, when if it is a third-party database, if it is a third-party database, then obviously there will be a little bit slow. If there is any problem of the database, then obviously again it will be impacted after my application and my process. Right, right.
Yes.
So, so in the major innovation which is like the HANA database, that is inbuilt memory database, which is using by SAP for customers, they are releasing for customer. So going forward, whoever they are planning to use this S4HANA system, that means S4HANA SAP system, they must be that must be connected to HANA database only. That will be the connected to HANA database only. There is no
Okay.
third-party database which is required.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
inbuilt HANA database only. Okay, and ECC still we have the options to connect to third-party database.
Robert.
But S4HANA is completely inbuilt in the memory. So that is SAP itself, they are giving that. You don't need to buy this database separately. It will be inbuilt into the SAP system.
Okay.
Okay. Then so then again the SAP which is decided that okay by 2028 or 30 you can say 2030 by 2030 whatever the customers they are using ECC, okay, we are encouraging to move from ECC to S4HANA, okay, S4HANA system, but still yeah, still people are going to the S4HANA slowly because there is a too much gap. Earlier it is like 2025, but now they extended to 2030. Later, after that, whoever they are using ECC system, SAP was not responsible for that systems. That means they are not supporting to that. If you get any problem, they will not be supported. Okay, but as for HANA, they definitely will be supported.
Okay.
Okay? They will be supported for as for HANA. Okay,
Okay.
so 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm getting call.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what the difference here. Okay,
Okay.
so now SAP is advising to the customers to go ahead and S4 HANA. Since S4 HANA, okay, it S4 HANA anyway. If you want to be implement or SAP, it's a little bit expensive because we know, right? Globally, it is secured and more flexible to all the customer. So when you are planning to implement SAP, it's obviously it is a little bit expensive. Even if you want to be migrate to the ECC to S4 HANA, it's a little bit expensive.
Okay.
But still, why SAP suggesting that? Because the flexibility of the speed and the flexibility of the process and the way of the process you are their design in the S4HANA is completely different than the ECC. Okay.
Okay.
So what it is additional, what it add on that? The first simply we can say that here, okay, there is a Fury apps design, a SAP Fury apps design. It's completely technical related. Okay. Okay. Fury apps design is okay. What is a
Okay.
Fury apps design? Okay. I have mobile now. See, let's example. I have mobile now. Okay. So previously, if I want to log in the bank account, okay, if I want to log in the bank account, adding the beneficiary account and transferring the amount to the account, so I must be have the system, okay, or I must be have the laptop, and I must be have the login details, everything, and I must be have the link to connect internet. Huh?
Yes.
Now, now if you see that how fraction of second we are operating this bank account by using the apps, mobile apps.
Yes.
Okay, and everything like a biometric and okay, fraction of second we are logging and we can transfer that amounts, right? So all this which is happening through the apps, no? So here SAP in S4 HANA system they are giving that opportunity to the customer to use that mobile apps, that is like a apps, Fury apps. Okay, Fury apps is nothing but like it's kind of the tiles. Okay, if you just click on that, okay, instead of you are manually entering create the purchase order and entering the details all this thing instead of that the SAP app, okay, Fury apps what will be happen if you don't know what to do, if you not aware about that what transaction codes you are using, okay,
Okay.
what procedure steps you are following, you just search that in the search button. Okay, this is the I just looking at that like display purchase order. If I just enter like that, it will give you that okay the relevant purchase orders related tiles it will get. Tiles like it's boxes. It's kind of the boxes will come. Okay. So then if I just click on that, then it will open that application. But previously And okay, previously what will be happen if you don't have Fury apps? What will happen? You have to be remember that the transaction code. You have to be remember that the transaction code are the part to connect that to what actually you are planning to create. That means if I want to be, if I'm planning to create a purchase order, okay, I must be remember that what transaction code. That means what code I need to be enter to connect the purchase order creation. Okay.
Okay.
So the like so the transaction code is nothing but like it's like with just having the each process have the one code. That code will connect to the respective screen. The respective screen means I want to create a purchase order. I want to create a goods receipt. I want to create a invoice receipt. So every transaction have the one transaction code. That transaction code we have to be remember. Okay.
Okay.
But if in the Fury apps, what will be happen? I don't need to be uh, remember that all these transaction codes by just searching in that okay, purchase requisition or purchase order, then it will show you all the tiles with respect to that. है ना?
Okay.
Okay, that is the Fury apps design. Okay, and moreover it is like a okay, the other option which is like analytical diagrams. Analytical diagrams is nothing but like a if you are using that normal ECC system, okay, it is very difficult. You will be getting the reports into pie diagram.
Okay.
Okay, in the barcode diagrams or pie diagrams or chart or maybe what kind of the diagrams you are looking, that is very difficult.
Okay.
Okay, in the so you must be use some other some you must be use some other SAP system like BW, that is a business warehouse. That is uh, one module which is they are designing for the present these diagrams and all. Okay, analysis purpose. Okay, but
Okay. In
now yeah,
MM module, we use the Fury apps.
huh, everyone can use VREPs.
It is inbuilt.
Huh? Sorry, inbuilt. Yeah, if you have the S4 HANA system, okay,
Okay.
if you have the S4 HANA system and if you have the authorization for to connect, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, again the screens are same. There is no different screens, but
Okay.
simplify that you can easily connect to them. Okay, so S4 means it is a fourth generation of simplified screen. Okay, so if you see that we are talking about your R3, right? Product generation, first generation, second generation, third generation.
Okay.
S4 HANA is like fourth generation of the simplified screen. Okay,
Okay.
so it is too faster. So in the ECC level, what you can do analytical diagrams that is very difficult. So there is the transaction processing is separate, OLTP. Okay, transaction processing is different, and there will be analytical OLAP is different. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So again, you need to be connect to SAP BW, then design to that and to get the information. But in S4 HANA system, okay, in the Fury app, SAP will is given that some basic diagrams like to analysis purpose, whatever it is just basic level, whatever it is required, they are already inbuilt at. That means I can
Okay.
easily to do analytical diagrams also by using Fury apps.
Okay.
Okay. And if you are using the ECC system, okay, and if you are using S4 HANA system, ECC to S4, if you comparing to that, 4 times faster in the S4 HANA
Okay.
because of what is the reason? One is inbuilt memory and there is a table level data structure was modified by
Okay.
because see in the ECC level or in S4 HANA level, if you if you enter some data, like if I'm entering material number, if you enter the vendor number, if you enter the customer number, the system first validated that number was already there or not there. Because master data if it's not created, then the system will give you that I didn't find that this product name. I didn't find that this is the vendor number which is created. Right? Correct.
Okay. Okay.
So when there is a larger data, like if I have doing the goods is shipped, goods is sold, transfer posting, stock transfers, there's so many stock movements are doing. Okay, if I just want to see the data on the report level, so the system is calculating that okay, first it will go to header level and get it the information of the material document number. Okay, Then it will be searching in the item level, what are the items are there, what are the products which is there, what are the sites it is there, what are the stock which is issued. So all these things, it is the calculating that row and row separate and column separate. Okay, so this is a completely database related. You don't need to be understand but I just giving the example that if what is the header, what is the item, I'll tell you. Header is nothing but like the overall part. If you suppose, let's say, I have 10 products I ordered, the 10 products I ordered to the one vendor. So one PO number is created. The PO was created today. The vendor is ABC. Okay. Now in the header level, what will happen? Only it will give that the common data for the entire PO. What is the common data? One is PO number is common, correct? And vendor is
Correct.
common and date is
Yeah.
common, right?
Correct.
But if we see that material numbers are different. It's not common. It is just multiple items you ordered.
Yes.
Each individual item level, again, purchase price will be different. How much quantity ordered is different. When you are planning to deliver the product is different. Delivery date is different. And sites are the plant is different. So that means the items, each individual items are the different data. है ना?
Right.
So we have the SAP tables. Tables is nothing but like a database. I'm just saying a database table. Okay. So it will be stored whatever you created. It will be stored in the database table in the form of tables. Okay. Like there will be a row and column base, row and column, and it will be storing that. Okay. Today this material document created. This is the date which is created. This is the user which is created, and this is the vendor. He is the for the dispatch order like that. Okay.
Okay.
So same it is like in the S4 HANA also storing the data, but while calculating the multiple tables, instead of calculating from the multiple database table, it is calculating in the single table which is structured like we don't need separate header level table, we don't need item level tables and all. It's just like it is consolidated and single table it did design. Okay.
Okay.
So that's so what will happen instead of if I'm calling 10 tables and getting the data, if I'm calling one major table and getting the data, which is easy? Which one is easy?
Calling from one time,
One
one.
table, right? Because system also program I can write only for one table, no? Then
Yeah.
it is the faster, no? Obviously the data which is giving capturing that almost obviously it is data capturing very high speedily, like 4 times rather than the CCC, right?
Okay.
So that's what the differences are. So many things are there. So obviously, fraction of seconds you can create a multiple purchase orders. Okay, so that is what 2011 it is started HANA database. Okay, so even if it is started with HANA database 10 years, 14 years completed. Okay, so HANA database was the introduced on 2011, but S4 HANA completely, which is coming into the outside on 2015, 2016. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the difference between S4 HANA and HANA?
HANA
S4
is
HANA,
HANA is a database which is
hmm,
used in SAP.
yeah. So HANA is a database which can be used for ECC or which can be used for S4 HANA. That
Yes.
means which is already there for S4 HANA, which can be
Okay.
used for ECC. That means if I am using the ECC system, I can connect the database HANA database.
Okay.
Okay. But S4 HANA is the inbuilt of the database of HANA database.
Okay.
Okay. And S4 HANA is the application.
Okay.
Okay. And ECC is the application. But database was a different.
Okay.
Got the point?
Yes.
Okay. HANA is the database. S4 HANA is the application, which
Okay.
is already built with HANA database.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So complete all that means the design of the purchase order, design of the GR, design of invoice, design of the purchase requisition, design of sales orders. All these designs are completed and um, released in the market 2015 around. Okay.
Oh,
But database is already there. Okay. The database which is already there. So you understand, right? Data is the database is for storing purpose only. Application is for the running the our business
Okay.
transaction. Clear?
Clear.
Okay, so that is what 2011. So 2015 we got a full-fledged S4 HANA system with all the CM and all the financial entity. And 2012, 13 and 14, there is a simple finance. Okay, that is they started with finance side. They started first initially to build all the designs. Then they have started slowly to connect with all the other modules like PPST, QM, material management, all these things. Okay. So 2014, 2013 only we got the simple finance. Okay, that is the S4 HANA simple finance. That is for the finance people. Okay, F5, not for the other modules. And now S4 HANA with full fledged, which is we got on 2015. Okay, clear?
Clear.
Okay. So you got right how the journey was staged. Okay.
Okay.
So so you can understand that here in the top we just 1 minute. Okay. So SAP delivery, okay, service oriented architecture differs from the pure architecture concept of S4E. Okay, so these are all enterprise connectivity, web connectivity, and these are workflow connectivity, service orientation, all these things. Okay, we don't need to understand all these things. Okay, so so here it is like what we discussed: one tier architecture, two tier single tier architecture, which is like all the layers which is there in the single same system. Okay, and two tier architecture, which is like we have the two tier architecture. One, okay, they are designed like okay, uh, they're designed like one is presentation layer and presentation layer and application layer into one system, and database layer is a separate system. Okay, then R3, which is like SAP is full-fledged work, which is 1992. That is the okay. We have a three-tier architecture, individually database layer and application layer and present layer, separate layers are there, separate system. Three layers are connected to each individually other networks, and ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. Okay, this is we call just like ECC. Okay, R3 full-fledged one, which is we called ECC. Why we are calling like Enterprise Central Component? Because if you remember that I said right yesterday, centralized system. What do you mean by centralized system? The MM team can see the finance related information, and finance can see material management information. So it's not no need to go there and okay and give the data proper. Okay, it is a central system which is having that central component, like they have all the information
All
in
the data.
system. Everyone can they operate. Even if they are in the US, they are in the UK, and they are from the finance or anything, they can easily operate that information if you have the authorization. Huh?
Okay.
So that is what ECC stands for, Enterprise Central Component. Okay, which can be used for the central component is nothing but like all the modules in the single component.
Okay.
Single. Okay, so everyone can use that whatever they want. Okay, the data. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Clear.
Now coming to the 2015 SAP S4 HANA launched, which is 2015 next generation business suite. Okay, so this is advanced one, which is like a the next generation. Okay, it's like a next generation business suite designed to work truly connected to digital world. Okay, so you know right, the digital world like we are connecting to the globally the mobiles, and we are connecting to the apps by using apps, and how it is like that. Okay, so it's just simple. If you see that the for starting the communication, how it will be like by letters they are communicating. Then after that they are communicating like okay, uh, which is like landline mobiles, landline. Then they started to slowly the connecting with the mobiles. Like every time the technology was increasing. So obviously, the if we want to be digital world, we need to be connected to everywhere, to everyone. You have to be have the information. Okay. So today, if I'm in India, I'm creating the purchase order. In the US, they can see that purchase order was created, not created, and they can able to take the printout. Huh?
Yes.
So that is like it's a it is modern ERP business suite. Obviously, it is like ERP only. All it's like a enterprises. purpose. It is business purpose only we are designing all these things. Okay, utilizing artificial intelligence. Okay, machine learning, IoT, analytics to produce the intelligent business suite. So all these things are the new technologies, right? New
Yes.
things, right? So that all will be there in the SAP S4 HANA.
Okay.
And moreover, it is like a user-friendly apps design, Fury apps. Okay, that is also a part. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the generation which is like. Okay, so this is just procedures. These are all procedures. Okay, so well, okay, if you want to see this one, okay, sorry, there is some disturbance. Okay, okay, so if you see this one, getting disturbance. Okay, one minute. Why is the sound is coming? I can reduce the sound. Okay, so if you can see here, I'm just zooming that. There's getting some disturbance. Okay, so S4 HANA can run either on the cloud or premises, on premises. Just now I said, right? So if you
Yes.
want to store your photos, you can store in your mobile or you can store in the Google Photos, right? Like here also, if your data want to be stored in the cloud level, that means if you don't have that much of capacity to run the software in your area, in memory on premises means the software you are installing into your location and you are maintaining that software, that means server, you are maintaining that server, and whenever the data which is processing and everything, it's your responsible because it is in the on premises, it's your own. Okay, and if you are going with the cloud, okay, someone third party person who will be taking care about your data. Simple.
Okay.
See how simple it like. If I'm using the Google Photos, okay, Google Drive is the responsible for my photos, which will be the, like secured, and whenever I required, they have to be present. So they cannot say like, oh, your photos are deleted. Okay, that cloud server scratched and all. They cannot say because it's a cloud system. Alright?
Yes.
And if it is suppose it is on premises, suddenly if my mobile was crashed, okay, I don't have any backup. So what will be happen? The data is gone,
We
right?
done it.
Yeah, sorry.
We will download from the cloud.
So if you have the data in the cloud, then you can download. If you
Okay.
don't have data and you have only in the on-premises the data, then if it is suddenly crashed or something which has happened, then the data will gone. You don't have data. Hai. So on-premises, when you are going to on-premises, you must be take care about that your system. That means server. Some servers should be in the proper temperature, like there will be like 3 degrees temperature, 4 degrees temperature. It should not be heat. Okay, and the memory should be space will be should be there for the in the memory. If you are using 1 TB, 100 TB, 1500 TB, whatever you are using, the must be have the space to utilize the you are running the SAP software, right? That software should be run within that space. Okay, and keep on. You have to be take the backup because if suddenly something which is happen, the backup data will be helpful. Okay, to
Okay.
retrieve the data. If you don't have that backup data and suddenly which is something happen, then the entire data was gone. Your customer order is gone, your purchase order is gone, and your paid amount that was gone. Everything which is gone. So you don't have any information from business side in the software. Right?
Okay.
So obviously you must be take care about it. So that's what on premises and on cloud is different. On premises is different, on cloud is different. So when you are going with S4 HANA system, either you can go with on premises or you can go with cloud, or you can go with 50%, 50% also. You can go on cloud and on premises also. Both you can have the option. Okay.
Okay.
So here the point, if you can see that S4 HANA can only run in the HANA database only, while ECC can run multiple database. That's what we discussed, right? The Oracle, Microsoft, DB2. All these
Yes.
things we can use for the ECC. Okay. And SAP Fury apps are available in the S4 HANA for performing the activities and generating the reports in the real time. So I said, right, we can do analytical diagrams and we can take reports, everything, right? The Fury apps. No? So, but HANA database tables are column based in the S4 HANA and resulting is the speed from the fewer string values and plus. So what I said, right? So here SAP HANA database is calculating the data based on a column based. But earlier in the ECC side, it is like a row based. Row means it is calculating each and every row and each and individual row. Then that data is passing to some other table and calculating data each individual row level. Now it is a column based level, so it is giving that resulting speed because obviously instead of I am using four tables, if I'm using one table having the column based all the data, then it is a very easy to get
Yes.
into data, right? And in S4 HANA there is a no summary table, index tables or history table. Instead line item tables are used. Okay, so again this was completely technical. If you see that in the ECC side, there will be some index tables and some history tables, which is helping to get the past data, past historical data.
Okay.
Okay. But here in the S4HANA, which is saying that line item tables are used. We don't need to be have the separate case, okay, historical data and all. Okay,
Okay.
that's what it's saying. Okay, then inventory management I have to reduce because inventory management, if you see that I have the stock transfer, stock, and I have the inventory goods received, goods issued, transfer posting, return deliveries, all these things we have, right? So earlier in the ECC side, we have the almost 26 tables are there, like special stock, consumer stock. There is a special stocks also there. Okay, that's special stocks and returns to vendor, cancellation, and header data, item data, like that. We have so many 26 tables are there. But now if you see that in S4 HANA, we have only one single table, that is MATDOC.
Network.
Okay, that is a table, data table, which is a consolidated after all these 26 tables. So see how speed you can get. If you are reducing the 26 tables calling, like I just need to suppose, let's say if you simple words I want to say, I have 20 folders. Okay, I want to be collect that all the information from the each individual folder, validate the folder and get the information and storing into the one single folder. So if you want to be run 24 folders and consolidate and putting into single folder, how much time it will take? And
Okay.
if you have a single folder having that all this data, how much time it will take? Huh?
Okay.
Right, sorting and this, it is obviously it will be reduce the time, right? So that
Yes.
is the same way. Okay, and
Okay.
okay, so that is for the inventory level. So material ledger is a mandatory to help to valuation to additional currencies. So this is one additionally we got like material ledger. Okay, so in the ECC side, material ledger is not mandatory, but as for HANA side, it is mandatory. This is completely financial. What is that actually? I'm telling the company if they are running with multiple currencies. The
Okay.
company which is running in, see suppose Amazon is there. Amazon they have the same material they can um, sell goods into the India or they can sell the goods into UK also. The same product, right? Or in the UK, Amazon they are delivering from UK to India also. Huh? So when there is a UK and US and India, there is a different currencies are there. Huh? So so the material level you can also maintain multiple currencies level. You can maintain a data. Okay. So earlier it is like if your company is following only INR, then it is only possible to maintain the INR level the data. If your
Okay.
company you are following USD, then it is only possible to calculate on the display the data which is only in the USD.
Yes.
Okay. But here now multiple currencies level. That means two additional currencies like two one or two which is like USD and INR. Like we can see that the valuation. What is the meaning of valuation? The total stock value, okay, and the price of the value and the single metal price value and the stock total value. Okay, all these things will be come under the valuation. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
The next one, which is like asset accounting, that is completely different. Okay, that is completely financial related. And cost elements, Majira has a GL account in S4 HANA. Okay, so general cost elements we are using for the cost centers and all, that is completely again costing and financial related. Okay, and the
Okay.
customer. So and then you need to be understand about the next thing, which is like a customer and vendor. Okay, customer and vendor. Okay, so what is the
Okay.
customer and vendor? So in the ECC side, you see that we are creating the customer master record separately, we are creating the vendor master record separately, we are creating employee master record separately. All these things we are creating in the separate transaction codes. Okay, but in S4 HANA, we have the option like BP, business partner. Okay, so
Okay.
business partner is nothing but like it's a single term we are using to create, okay, either customer, either vendor, either employee. All these things we can create in the single transaction code.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're planning to create any vendor, or if you're planning to create a customer, if you're planning to create a employee master record, if you want to create some financial account holder, all these things it is possible within a single transaction, that is a BB,
Business partner.
business partner. We're just calling it a business partner.
In the business partner, the customer, vendor, and the other details are they're all under come into the business partner.
Yeah. So whatever business partner is nothing but like he is the my partner. He is the my partner for my business, no partner for my business. So obviously customer is my partner, vendor also my partner, employee also my partner, contractor also my partner, subcontractor also my partner. All these
Okay.
partners only, right?
At a time, we will create both the customer and the vendor and the business partner.
Yeah. Single transaction code we create. Okay, by using single transaction code, you can justify that while creating the BP, you justify that, okay, this is the BP we are creating for the customer, this BP is
Okay.
creating for the vendor, this
Okay.
BP is creating for the employee
Okay.
master card. Like that, we
Like
can
in the
justify.
description, any text message
Not
in
test
text.
measures. No. There will be like code. There will be like inside that identification of code. Okay, the
Okay.
selection, identification of selection.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that selection we can use. Like
Okay.
if you are gender, if you go to some application in the
Yeah.
online, if you selected gender, then they will ask male, female, or
Okay.
transgender. Right? So how you are getting that options? Like that, you are going to create a PP. There will be options like you are planning to create a vendor, you are planning to create a customer, like that. Yeah. Okay. So that is like a BP. The next thing, one more which is wonder is like a material number. Okay, generally in the ECC system, it is only 18 characters. That means if I want to define some product, okay, I have the glass. Okay, I want to define one material number for this one. So I can only define this material number with 18 characters. Okay,
Okay.
so I cannot give that more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9. Okay, like I can give only 18 characters still. Okay,
Okay.
so but in the S4 HANA that was extended to till 40 characters. So if you want to go with 18 characters, okay, fine. If you want to go with more than that 40 characters, you can go ahead
Okay.
till 40 characters.
Like
Okay.
we can store like numbers and alphabets like up to 40.
Yeah, up to 40.
40.
Okay, so that is one. Then the next one, which is like KONV. This is the condition record. Okay, so this is for the pricing calculation, customer pricing calculation, vendor pricing calculation, that pricing elements and all, it will be there. Okay, that in the EC system they are using KONV. Now we are using this PRST, PRCD underscore elements. Okay, this is using for the identifying the material price, identifying the price, material price, RNW, vendor freight cost. Okay, identify the packaging cost. All these things will be using for the this pricing project that
Okay.
we can discuss later. Okay,
Okay.
and next for HANA includes the migration cockpit. Migration cockpit, you know, right? Yesterday we said, right? Now what is the migration? If you have a non-SAP system, a non-SAP to SAP system, how the data
Okay.
is migrating.
Okay.
Okay, so like there will be a inbuilt migration cockpit out there in SAP in S4 HANA. So by using that data migration cockpit, you can simply upload the data.
Okay.
Okay, that means there will be predefined templates, Excel file. That Excel file you can download. fill that Excel file and down upload it like that. Okay. But in ECC, we don't have that. We have to design our own style of the template, and we have to do all these things. Okay. So these are the major differences of the S4 HANA ECC. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
So yeah. So then the procedures, business procedures and all will start tomorrow. Okay. We'll
Okay.
start now. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
Okay then.